bank account is solid forever.
Yes.
Of course, I'll never rap again. I'm not a petty person. I'm more
But you've done I also put you in nudity and naked.
No, I mean from the album. And also now I'm also rich. I'm not rapping. I'm not outside.
Oh, we still on the got you. Okay, because if you're rich, you have to be comfortable.
Yeah.
You can't now be uncomfortable and rich. I feel like when I see you, I have to go, Nadia Nakai.
I appreciate that. I like that.
Yes. Do you think I could make a good like hype woman for all your interviews?
100%.
Nadia Nakai. Do you want to play a game with me?
Okay.
Are you ready?
No.
Come on, you're ready, girl. So it's a very simple game. All you have to do is I'm going to give you a word and you must say the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
So there's no practicing, there's no cheating. Okay. It's first thing. Okay. Purple.
Rain.
Ooh. Grass.
Green.
Braga.
Nadia.
Wig.
Slay.
Boss bitch.
Nadia.
Ooh. Stilettos.
Painful.
Kim.
Kardashian.
Ooh. Okay, the next game. Okay. Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Oh no.
You know you're not, ne? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know, because they can be really smart, these kids.
Ne?
They can.
And it's not what we were learning.
Yeah. It's like these COVID babies are like so smart. It's crazy.
Okay. How many, sorry, I need to change the voice. Okay. How many capital cities does South Africa have?
2.
Are you sure?
Am I wrong?
Name them.
Pretoria and Johannesburg.
Oh, no!
What?
Pretoria, Cape Town, and Bloemfontein.
You lie!
Yes, we have the most capital cities in the world. So, don't
Isaac doesn't even make it.
No.
The city of gold.
It's just the biggest, what do they call square mile, richest square mile, but
that's
we're not capital. We're not capital.
Oh, okay. Sandton is the richest square mile in Africa.
Yes, Sandton. Sorry, babes. Okay, the next one. What is the most consumed beverage in the world after water?
In the world? Orange juice. Lemonade?
I'm giving you one last try because I like you.
Can you give me a clue?
It's warm.
Tea.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay, cool.
How old is the Earth?
I don't know.
Take a guess.
Quadrillion years.
You could be right if I knew how many digits quadrillion has.
I don't know.
One more guess. I'll give you a clue. It's younger than you think.
300 billion.
4 billion years.
Oh.
So out of 3 questions, she got 0. She's not smarter than a 5th grader.
Think they know that stuff. I don't think they know that stuff.
You know why I think sometimes they do? You know, they get to that age where they like ask a million questions.
Yeah.
And they just know random facts.
Yeah, I know, because like, why? 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 Why?
And where we got our information was in the Chappies wrapper.
Oh, that's so... Okay, cool.
Okay. Would you rather? But there's no alcohol. We can just go. Okay. Would you rather be a broke musician or never rap ever again?
And be rich?
No. Well, yeah, let's say and be rich. So you broke musician, never rap ever again. That means in studio, that means performing.
Never rap again, ever again. If I just got like a bank account that will help my whole generation know wealth for the rest of my life. Definitely never rap again.
You'd quit it all.
Yes, because I'll be looking after like my kids' kids, my kids' kids' kids, my kids' kids' kids. And I won't have to work. I won't have to work. You tell me I should never.
Like every time you rap, the universe pinches never again.
No.
Wow.
My bank account is solid forever.
Yes.
Of course, I'll never rap again.
We'll talk. We'll come back to this. I've got questions. Okay. Would you rather wear sweatpants every day for the rest of your life or never wear anything comfortable ever again? So it's sweatpants, which is the comfort look.
Yeah. Or
never wear anything comfortable ever, as in you're going to be in this
sweatpants for sure. Okay.
Forever.
Definitely. I'm so fine with that. I'm okay.
I think because everyone's so used to seeing you dressed up that they might be surprised.
Chill. Like I'm more chill. Well, I guess everyone is used to see me dressed up, but on a normal day, I'm in sweatpants and a t-shirt or sweatpants and a
and kicks.
And kicks. That's
yeah.
I'm okay with that. And also now I'm also rich. I'm not rapping. I'm not outside. It's fine.
Oh, we're still on.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay, because if you're rich, you have to be comfortable.
Yeah.
You can't now be uncomfortable and rich. Okay. Would you rather have the ability to teleport, as in go anywhere, like bam, or be invisible? No one, you can choose when people see you and when they don't.
Teleport.
Why?
I'd love to just be able to just get a croissant in Paris and then come back. You know, like just, or if I miss my grand, I just go to Zoom quickly and just like, hi, go, and then I go back. And
does teleporting work that you take the thing with you?
No, it's fine. I can eat it in Paris.
Oh, okay, so you
can eat it there. I can sit at the restaurant. I don't have to take anything with me. Once I'm done, I go. I go back home.
I always feel like because my brain is so overactive, I like things to make sense. So I always think like, okay, so let's say the teleporting thing, we figure it out. And Elon Musk says, it's here, guys.
Where's Elon?
I don't know, because he's the one always trying to do this like crazy futuristic stuff. So then he says, guys, it's here. And I feel like I'd need to ask, okay, there's a thing called motion sickness. What's going to happen to me? Am I going to feel sick? Like, what happens?
You're not flying to the destination. You're just poofing.
You're poofing. But there must be side effects.
There's no side effects in the sun. In my dream, there's no side effects. Okay. So you don't even gain weight.
Okay, I accept. I accept. So rich, we're teleporting and we're comfortable.
And I'm wearing sweats.
And okay.
What a life.
No? What a life. We can make that happen.
Yeah.
Let's just jump into Nadia, the bragger, the rapper. I mean, your career has been so phenomenal. And I say that speaking as a fan, but also as a media person who follows your work. I've had to study your work in other capacities. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like there's so many parts of you that we are yet to see. Do you also feel that way? Or do you feel like people have seen the multiple dimensions of me?
I think there's a lot of stuff that people are yet to see. I think as you just grow older, your interests change. What you want to do changes, and you just evolve as an individual. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm even being challenged by and excited to do, and it's never been done for me. And my fans have experienced that part of me yet. So I haven't done half of the things that I dream about at night.
And I mean, it's not your first time being a cover girl.
No.
What is different between the Nadia in this cover girl and the Nadia on your first cover?
I think the Nadia on my first cover, I allowed people to just tell me what they wanted from me and I'll just do it. I don't think I really had a voice because I was just grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah.
But now that I've become the person that I am, I feel like my voice is important and I should enjoy what I'm wearing and I should be able to like give my opinion if I like it or not. And if people need to run into the mall and get something different, they will do that because I want to be as comfortable as possible and not really feel like I'm compromising myself because I don't want to be difficult. I don't want to be unappreciative. Still be professional and polite and honest, but I think it's just also being comfortable in knowing what's good for you, what you like and how you want to be portrayed. And if it means that I want to have my own makeup artist and hairstylist, I don't think that is something that's offensive anymore. Before I'd be like, oh my gosh, I can't suggest the people I'm comfortable with. But now it's like, but it's about my comfort. It's important, you know? So yeah.
And the reason I believe you is because prior to us sitting for the shoot, 10 people in the room said, don't wear that thing. You said, I want to see for myself. And I think that's like the epitome of you is 10 people can say and can advise you. 10 people who you know all have your best interest in heart. No one's trying to make you look bad, but you're still like, I need to see for myself. Don't wear that. And you're like, okay, I agree.
I agree, for sure. That's 100% where I'm at.
Do you think that's how you approach some of the other things in your career, that the voices of people are important, but at the end of the day, even if 10 people are saying, you're going to go with what you feel?
Now, yes, and I think it's like a recent thing. I appreciate getting advice from people because I believe that I don't know everything. I want to be advised. I want to be the best version of myself. And I think in order to achieve that, people need to contribute. There's different perspectives in the world, or even in my own team, things that I might not be privy to. And I want that. I want you to tell me how I can make myself better, you know. But before, the way it was different, like I would just kind of like take people's word and not trust my own word. Now I take people's advice, but I still trust what I think is good for me or what I think I want to do. But before, I really like was kind of guided by whoever I thought had a bigger opinion or bigger understanding of things. I kind of just took what they said and just kind of like adapted it for myself. But now it's like, I still want that advice. I still want that insight, but I am able to adapt that to how it fits to me and what I want to achieve.
So what era would you say you're in? If this era is, if there was a Nadia 1.0, 2.0, and then we did the update,
Yeah.
the software update.
Yeah.
Which era is this Nadia that we're meeting today, and why?
I don't really understand what era I'm in at the moment right now, today. The era I thought I was in was just being more independent, more the CEO of my own thing, going according to the beat of my own drum. But right now I'm in a place where I want the most support. You know, I want the most community. I want people around me that I trust and believe in me. I think that's more just about being able to feel like you're at home at work, you know?
And I love that you're mentioning that, because sometimes the perception is, oh, our boss bitch, she don't need nobody. But like the for you to be a CEO, you are CEOing over other things, departments, other people, and they are required to lift you up to do what you do.
Yeah.
What then would you say, because now we've spoken era, there's different facets of you. You recently mentioned that you're dropping something to do with makeup and beauty.
Yeah.
What made that seem like the next natural progression? Yeah.
I think throughout my whole career, I've always associated my brand to other brands. And I think it worked for both of us. It amplified me, it put a spotlight on them. And it always worked in that kind of space that I was in. But I think now that I've just grown older, I want to be able to own something holistically that's mine. You know, like creating it, finding the manufacturers, sampling, designing, from the website to the packaging, understanding the chain of how it's going to get from my storage to the end user. I'm excited about this, you know. And I mean, I studied marketing and media studies, and it's always been something that's in the back of my head. So that's why I think those collaborations that I did do were fruitful. But I wanted to be fruitful without anyone else taking percentage now. I want what's coming to me.
So this is what now people don't know.
Yeah.
Which you know all too well is, with the high risk comes the high reward.
Yeah.
So much as everything can come to you, it means you also can lose everything.
Yeah.
So why was that risk worth it now?
I think that risk is worth it now because I have more of like stability when it comes to my finances and just being comfortable.
Have you seen the new house? There's a new house.
Thank you. Which also stresses me a lot. And also the thing about the way that the climate has changed, with just coming out of COVID, different genres getting more attention at the moment, we can't really bet on a brand coming to just kind of give you those coins every month like it always was like that. So you have to be able to figure out how you're going to create that income for yourself. And I feel like in America, they have multiple incomes. They're working 5 jobs. They're all about multiple streams of income. And I thought, you know, I have music, I have this show. I need to find something else that if I decide today that I don't want to do any shows, performances anymore, I have multiple streams of income that is actually coming directly to me. Because when I go on stage, that is me. When I'm on the show, that is me. So therefore, I need a third thing that's me. It's not if Reebok or whatever brand, whatever decides we're not doing a contract anymore, then you're like, oh my gosh, that income just disappeared. It's gone, you know? So
why do you keep hinting? You like, when I'm not on the stage, then you say, I'll take the money. You're not retiring, man.
I'm not retiring.
No, I'm just checking. Because I'm like, yay, because we're going to come to the new thing. But what is the name of the beauty range?
Oh.
But before you tell me,
okay,
I genuinely don't know.
Yeah.
I was trying to guess what the...
Okay, please guess.
Okay, so the one was Braga Beauty.
You know, I like that.
Okay.
I like that because I actually wanted to call the company Braga Beauty. And I didn't think about it. So when I registered another name, but I was like, damn, I should have called it Braga Beauty. Why didn't I think about that? I should have called you.
So I was like, Braga Beauty, and then within the range, because you know we're business, then there's the Braga brushes. So when you start doing your own brush kits, I got the job. And
yes.
I was just trying to find interesting ways. So then when you have a firming bum cream, it will be called Braga Booty.
Braga Booty.
No, Braga Booty.
Okay.
So I was like, there's a vision that's going to evolve from makeup into, so So what name is it?
So the name of the actual company is called Braga Cosmetics.
Yes.
But the name of the makeup brand is called Naked Without.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's going to branch. It's not just makeup, because eventually I want to do sunglasses. I want to do clothes. I want to do a whole bunch of stuff. But stuff that if you're not wearing the sunglasses, you're naked without. If you're not wearing the makeup, you're naked without. The lashes are also part of naked without. The clothing is naked without. So everything's going to be under naked without. But yeah.
What's up with you and nudity and naked?
No, I mean from the album. Nadia
Yes,
Naked.
no, I know. That's what I'm saying. What's up with it? What is your connection to naked? Because it was there before, and now you're still carrying it into, 4 software updates.
Brought it back.
Yeah.
I think, like I've always said, that when I did my album, I called it Nadia Naked because everybody back in the day was like, oh, Nadia doesn't wear clothes. Nadia doesn't know what. She's always naked and whatever. And I felt like my album was me being vulnerable. I think that's the most information you've ever gotten from me is from my album, about my life, what I deal with and what I go through. And I felt like I was just stripping away all these barriers. And there I was naked on that album to just bare my whole soul to people to hear, So that's when Nadia Naked came from for the album. And then from there, I've just kind of branched off because I feel like brands are most powerful when there's consistency. And I don't want to chop and change. Like I've been called Braga since 2016. I won't change that. But Naked Without is just the word naked is just about being as honest as possible in yourself and the things that you tell people and the way you let people in and certain things. So specifically my album is it's a story. I was telling everybody about everything about me and my life. So it was just burying myself naked, really. Figuratively speaking.
Yes. So then, on the note then, because you are speaking of naked, you have already released a song around body positivity, thick, slim.
Yeah.
But you've got another song coming out. And I'm wondering, is it also going to be a kind of an anthem or... and also, I want the context of where you were in life when you wrote that song.
Which I think Slim.
No, the one you're about to drop.
The one I'm about to drop, it's a process. I can't even say, when I started making music, I would make a song in a session.
Yeah.
I'd make a song, I'd write the song, I'd find the beat, and it'd be done. But one thing I learned about producing songs and making songs is that it takes time. So I bring in people, I bring in sessions, I bring in our people, I bring in different people to collaborate on a specific song. So I can't even say what's happening in the moment that it's a process. It's happening. So I just know that where I am right now, the song that I'm working on with the specific feature that I've chosen is because we've gone through a similar thing, and I feel like we understand each other's pain and we'll be able to really just bare ourselves and be as honest as possible and actually comfort each other, in this moment. And I'm really excited about the completed version of what the song is going to be. But yeah, it's going to be...
Everyone is excited for new music from you. I think they're very, very excited. You're on television. We get to now experience a different side of you with your Netflix show, Young, Famous and African. The season's going to be coming soon.
Yeah.
What can people expect from the new season? And I mean, did you ever at some point really think you would be a reality star?
I know, how crazy. I always thought I didn't have a personality. I was always like, I don't have a personality.
What? You always say that?
I always say that.
You literally have a personality.
I feel like I have a personality with people that are close to me, but I'm not naturally just like the most outgoing person in the room.
Yeah.
Like I'm a little bit reserved. I'm like, if I'm with my people, I'm like a loudmouth.
Yeah.
But I'm not always just like the life of the party. I have to be in a specific situation to get that kind of thing out of me. But being a reality star was just wild. I never thought that it would be like that, honestly. And I honestly didn't think people wanted to really know my personality like that. And the fact that season 1 did so well and people really actually liked me. I think the thing I was most afraid about is like, oh my gosh, are they going to like me? Are they going to enjoy me? But they really did. So it made me comfortable to show my actual self more often instead of having this Beyonce thing where you don't hear about me, you don't see me, you just hear me about the music. If I'm going through something, you only hear it from the music.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of someone that talks about themselves or what they're going through on social media. So it's always been funneled to the music. But with the reality show, it showed me another side of ways to express myself.
And the beauty about reality shows is you really can use the platform for other things.
Yeah.
Very strategically. It isn't just cameras following your life. What has it brought you that is an unexpected surprise?
I don't think I can say an unexpected surprise because I kind of knew what it would do because Netflix is such a big platform. I knew that I would get a lot more exposure. I knew that my numbers would grow. I knew that I would be gaining fans from all places in the world. So getting bookings in those countries, like last year I was in Ivory Coast. I never thought I'd ever be there. But it's just amazing. Like when I was in Ghana, they were like, oh my gosh, Nadia. Even when I went to Tanzania, like what's going on with you and Zari and who and so it's just us getting a bigger fan base, which is I knew it was expected, but I think you just want them to love you, and which is what they did. So I love the support. It was great.
What else can we expect from you career-wise, especially this year? Could we look forward to a full body of work?
I am working on a full body of work. It's crazy how much I've been recording. I've been doing so much. So I'm really excited about that because there's a lot of songs. There will be a body of work pretty soon. There will be the single that I was discussing. And I'm working on my own show finally. So I want to have I'm really excited. I've been procrastinating so much throughout my career thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know if I could do this. I'm not big enough. I'm not this, I'm not that. But I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to try it. I'm going to do it. It's something I've always wanted to do in my career. And I feel like I've got an amazing support system. And I feel like I've got the most amazing fans and they will come out for me. So I'm just like, I'm actually going to do it. And I'm going to make it a show. Like, I'm really excited about how I'm going to make it the show.
It's one of those, the annual Talaga, what?
I don't know if it'll be annual. I think it might be per project. If I'm working on an album, I might do a show for that. Do like a tour, like 3 cities or whatever the case is. But I don't want it to be like a festival.
The capital cities, ne? I'm just
okay. Yeah, the capital cities. Cape Town, and I had to include Johannesburg. I had to include the something. Now you're making me churn in my head. But yeah, so I don't know if it'll be an annual thing. I don't know if it's gonna be on a festival thing, like how Cotton Fest now is becoming every year. But it'll take a lot of time because I want my show to be really dope. I'm inspired by what Beyonce does, and I'm inspired about how she really takes care of her visuals and how much preparation it takes. So I want to be able to rehearse for my show for 6 months, and I want to put my everything into it and be like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing shows. This is why I need different revenues. You see, because if I'm saying I'm not doing shows because I'm doing rehearsals the whole 6 months, I want to be able to do stuff like that. So I can really push myself further and see what I can do if I do push myself that far.
You know how rich I want? I'm manifesting for you now.
Thank you.
Rich enough to perform for free at the Super Bowl, like Rihanna did. She perform for free.
Why did she perform for free also?
I don't know. It's
just coins, babe. It's like she wants to try so hard to be against Beyonce. Beyonce even got her biggest check in Dubai. Now Rihanna's doing things for free. You've got two questions.
She's like, I got Fenty Beauty. She's like, I got Fenty Beauty.
She's good. She's nice. Okay, no, she's nice.
She's nice.
No, she's good.
All right, so we got some questions from the Previdar readers. Thank you so much for sending them through.
Okay.
So, question number 1. Where did you get your body confidence from? Have you always been so comfortable in your own skin?
It's so crazy how I realized that I've not always been comfortable in my own skin like my whole life. Because I look at old pictures back in the day and I'm like, I can't believe I thought I was fractured. My waist is so small. But at that time, I remember clearly telling myself that, girl, you big. You fat. Get yourself together. So I think a lot of it is fake it till you make it until you believe it. Fake it till you make it and be like, oh my gosh, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. My body's amazing. I have no issues. I'm this girl. And you end up believing your own nonsense. But confidence is not something that's easily acquired by me. I have to constantly reaffirm myself to believe that I'm that ish,
So on that note then, because body confidence is actually not related to what you look like. How do you try and maintain your level of confidence, irrelevant of where you are with your weight, with your energy, with maybe you're about to go on stage and your outfit is actually not sitting how you thought it would? How do you maintain the confidence?
Well, for one, I don't want to go on stage if my outfit is not okay. There's a problem. I'm not going to say. Maybe I'm not going to say. But I hear you.
I'm comfortable.
Yeah, I'm comfortable. Yes. Even that, I want to be comfortable.
Yes.
But I hear you. I say, I don't know. I think it's a difficult question to ask because it fluctuates. Today, I'll wake up and be so confident in myself and something just inspired me or motivated me. And the next day, I'll be so down that I have to call my friends or my family or just affirm myself in my spirituality to kind of feel that confidence again. It fluctuates. It's not something that happens constantly all the time. It's something I have to continuously feed myself. Because you have down days. You have days where you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm just a freaking whale. I just hate my stretch marks and my cellulite. I wish I had a waist this tiny that looked like I don't have ribs. And then some days I'm just like, oh my gosh, girl, look at you. You look amazing. So I can't really answer that question with just like one answer, you know?
Okay, the next reader's question. What is the pettiest thing you have ever done?
I'm not a petty person. I'm always
But you've done this.
I need to think like, what's the pettiest thing I've ever done?
I feel like it was in high school with like a friend. I
was such a dog. I wasn't like, I didn't have things. I just wasn't a cool kid in high school. So I wouldn't have been petty because I think pettiness comes when you, the girl, like you're that girl and you just want to get that other girl and stuff. It wasn't like, I don't think I've done petty things.
Even an ex, like maybe you're
Once you're an ex, you dead to me. Like, you don't, like, I will never think
so
of
you
again.
won't pass the person in the mall. Like they
no, I can greet you, but once you're an ex, those feelings are so gone that I can't do anything petty towards you because that means those feelings are still there. Once you're an ex, you don't exist. Like it's not that you don't exist. I can greet you. We can have a good relationship. I'm cool with most of my exes, but I can't be petty towards them because once you're an ex, there's no feelings. There's nothing that's going to motivate me to say, oh, I must do this for this person. Like, nah, there's nothing that's motivating that pettiness.
So no petty.
I can't think of it. I'm not being weird. I really can't think of being
I actually genuinely
petty.
believe you.
I don't know. I think that I think the most petty thing that I could say is that like if someone I don't get along with, I would just ignore them. Like if they're in the same space as me, I'll talk around you. I don't know if that's petty, but like
that's not petty.
So I don't know this.
It's Warren Ted. Warren.
Yeah, like because you might be in the same section as someone you don't get along with, and I'm not going to greet you
and pretend.
So I'll and that might make that person feel uncomfortable, and maybe they think I'm being petty. I should have just said hello, but that's one thing that I just won't do. So I don't know.
I think petty would be, hi, you look nice.
Oh yeah,
that's petty.
Yeah, that's petty. See now. I'm not talking to you at all. You don't exist also.
Okay, do you think your talent is appreciated enough in Mzansi?
I think it is. I think when you get to a certain level in your career, you always have haters. And I know if I have haters, that means I'm doing something right. I think people, of course, I would like to grow and become bigger and be more of a household name or whatever. But I think what I've achieved in my career, I'm very proud of. And the fans that I've grown with, I'm very proud of. And I know they're very proud of me. And the things that I set my mind to are always somehow I'm blessed by achieving them or attaining them or whatever the case is. So it's just about the new goals that I just want to get. But I think I have made an impact in my own way.
Mm-hmm. Last question from the readers. What is something about yourself that you wish people knew?
I think the one thing about myself that I would want people to know is that I'm actually a girl's girl. Like, I like girls. Not like that, but I like girls. I like
celebrating. You like them like that.
Yeah, I know. You know, it's definitely okay, but it's just, I think people have this conception about me that I'm a mean person or I have issues with like girls. Not making sense. But girls just don't like me for no reason without even knowing me. Like I'll have like an issue and I'm like, I don't even know who this person is, but all of a sudden it's like a weird energy.
Yeah.
And I think there's something that I might give off where people think that I'm just like mean or I'm shady or whatever. When I'm really not like that. Like even if you come into my section and you're a girl, I actually love having girls in the section. So even if my boys come through and they say, yo, I'm coming with 4 hands, I'm like, fantastic, great, because I love women just around me. I'm like, I'd rather have a whole bunch of girls around me than a whole bunch of guys around me. But I feel like sometimes I find situations that happen where I have an issue or a girl has an issue with me that I don't even have. I don't even know. What did I do? What happened? How did it land there? And I think people, when they see me, there's like this perception that they have the type of girl that I am when I'm not like that at all. I'm all about just girls and girlfriends and being cool with girls. Like I
think because you keep to yourself a lot. Like you don't paparize on people you don't know. So because you keep to yourself, it's easy to misconstrue that. Like I know of people who will be like, people always think I think I'm better than them, but I'm just quiet. Like I get my own thoughts. Yeah. Now you up here like I didn't even see you. Sorry, it's not that I think I'm better than you. I think I find that people expect people to be like, and I think you're just more quiet and reserved and timid, especially when you meet new people. Very respectful.
Yeah, I don't pop. I'm not all over the place, especially if I don't know you. But if I do know you, I will jump on you. But if I know you, but I think that's definitely it.
Yes. Okay, we have a surprise
for
you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's not money though.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. Let me get the surprise.
Okay.
Are you ready?
No.
You're not ready.
No, what's the surprise?
How,
Give
babes?
me a hint. What is it?
Have I ever done you wrong in your life?
You haven't.
Previdar maybe, but not me.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, are you ready for your surprise?
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, this moment would be this one day when Nadia took off her wig and put it on me and
That's
used
shame.
me as kind of like a mannequin to cut and adjust the hair. And I felt like that was such a special moment for me, and it was quite funny. And that really kind of stuck to me. That was kind of like a great for brother and sister bonding time. It was quite a funny moment.
Oh, how did you get a hold of my brother? He's 13.
Firstly, why are you using him as a mannequin for your wig?
We were on family vacation. We were in where did we go? It wasn't Thailand. Oh, it was Thailand. Yeah, I think it was Thailand. One of them. And I didn't have a mannequin because we were on vacation in the hotel. So I put him there on the chair and I put the wig on him. And I remember clearly I was even wearing like an orange t-shirt. And it was actually very funny. I hope my mom didn't send you that picture. She better not. Because I didn't have a wig on my head. And I literally was like straightening my hair and like combing my hair so I could put my wig on and continue my life.
What's your relationship with him like? You the way your face, because first you were worried and then you got so excited and knitted when you heard it is your brother.
I know, like it's so crazy how much he's growing because I still see him as a baby, but like the way that we speak about things and when he sends me messages, I even call my mom and be like, did you type this for him? Because wow, it sounds like such a grown person. But I love him. He's my favorite person. I think he's so smart and he's such a beautiful soul. He's so sweet. Like he's helpful. He's considerate. I don't know where he got all of that from because it's just so amazing. He's nothing like how I was, I'm sure, when I was a kid because he's just considerate about the next person, considerate about me. And it's like his heart breaks for me also sometimes where he just feels like it's like my heart and his heart is like intertwined. So I love him so much. And it's crazy that he remembers that moment and the fact that he thinks that's something that's really like bonding us as brother and sister. Because I thought he would have been like, oh, when Nadia takes me to bounce, when Nadia takes me to movies. But that just shows how sentimental he is. And it's weird to see as a young boy being that sentimental. So I love him. He's great.
Can I tell you what's going to happen though?
Yeah.
Even in 20 years' time when he's 33, you're still going to be calling him your baby brother.
Right?
You will. You will. He'll still be your baby brother. Are you ready for the next surprise?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Okay.
To my one and only favorite daughter, Nadia. Never forget that mommy loves you with all her heart. I stand here in awe of the extraordinary woman that you have become. Your ability to love and embrace others, your strength and ability to venture into unknown territories by yourself, into the way that you carry yourself out there. I feel so well represented by you. And for that, I am very proud and indebted to you. Please know that you are my source of pride and joy. And for you, I kill a ball. I pray that you are safe wherever you go, wherever life takes you. I pray that God looks after you and keeps you safe, knowing that your mom loves you dearly. I can't promise to be there for the rest of your life, but I can definitely promise you that I will always love you for the rest of mine. And for that, I will always hold you closely in my heart, unquestionable. For whatever you do, know that I will always be there for you. I will always be here loving you. And I pray that God looks after you and keeps you safe for all the days of your life. Love you, girl. Nadia, this is Mom, a.k.a. my Nadia. Love you, girl.
Sell some tissue.
Why is that getting you so emotional? I'm getting emotional like with you. I mean, I've heard it before, but already I'm also like, share with us why hearing your mom speak of you that way makes you feel the way that you're feeling.
I think I think when you lose a love like I have, you question if you're gonna experience that type of love again, or hear someone say how much they love you like that again. It's hard to explain. I know my mom loves me, but I don't think I grew up with my mom being as vocal as she was now, you know? So being able to hear her speak like that, like I know she loves me, you know? But I don't think we've both ways had a relationship where we could express ourselves like that, you know? And you hear all the support, all the love that I've been receiving. But when you hear it from someone like your mom, it just reassures you that there's still an epic love that's directed to you. You know, you're not completely loveless, you know? Like, it's not like all the love in your life is just dissipated. So I think that's what's just touching me. It's just hearing her speak like that. It's nice to hear.
So now you are back at work, you are out there. How are you transitioning into, okay, we're doing this, brother, download software 7.6.1?
I have a lot of support, and not just the support of my family, my friends, and my extended family. It's really the support from the club owners as well, from the people that always book me. You know, they know that I need to be able to get back to work in order to pay my bills, and also I need distractions. Like, I've been in studio, I've been working, but I need to get out of my house because I want to be able to distract myself from what my feelings are, you know, and work is going to do that. And it's, I think, a form of healing. And, but even in that, in the spaces that I will be going to, I know that I'm being looked after. It's not just a booking. It's because that's family. They're there to support me. They're there to help me transition into getting back into what I do and what I love with like a cushion. Because I know, like, even if I go there and I feel like it's too much and I leave, they're not going to have a whole hoopla and say, we want our deposit back. No, because they're my family. They know that Nadia is very soft right now. She's very sensitive, but she needs to get back to doing what she loves in order to heal and move forward and find just hope and not just remaining hopeless. And they know that this is something that's just going to be able to pick me up, and they're there to catch me if I fall, which I appreciate. So the specific people I'm doing the shows with is for a reason.
Yes.
But also to just kind of test the waters and see how much I can handle. Because eventually I know I need to go back to work. And I want to be sure I can handle whatever is out there for me.
So what does healing look like for you? And the reason I love to speak about healing is because all of us are healing from something.
Yeah.
And even healing from previous versions of ourselves, we had to like dump, you know? Yeah. So what does it look like for you? You mentioned, I saw you tweeted about journaling the other day.
Yeah. Yes. Journaling has helped a lot because there's a lot just going on in my head. And healing, I think, it's a process. It's a long process. I know it's going to be hard. It has been hard. But I know the thing that makes me happy is working and being productive. And it might be healing, it might be distraction, but it's the thing that's going to be keeping me alive, you know, and just keeping me going forward and just being strong and feeling strong and powerful again, like I've always felt. And that's what I just want to get back to, you know. I just want to feel like the world is spinning again. Like it's still normal. It's still normal out there. I just want to see what is there, like what actually is there for me that I can hold on to and motivate myself to just continue going, you know.
Have you learned yet, you know, a lot of people say, be kind with yourself, you know, be compassionate. Have you figured that? I'm still trying to figure that one out. Have you figured it out yet?
Definitely not. But just being more spiritual, I think that's what's happened. I've been having a lot of conversations with God. I've been having a lot of arguments with God and questioning a lot. But I find myself going back to God because He's all that I've got.
Yes.
You know, if I turn my back on God right now, I will have nothing. You know, so my spirituality is growing, and I can feel it growing. I can feel myself getting closer. I can feel myself being held by Him. and just being lifted by him. And I want to believe what everybody says when they say God is near those that are mourning, or whatever the case is. If heartbreak, he's there. I just want to believe that he's there for me and he hasn't forgotten me. And there's a lot of stuff that we still need to do, and there's a lot of blessings that I still need to receive. And I don't want to feel like I've turned my back on the only thing I really have left, which is my spirituality and God. So,
Well, on a positive note, you still got your talent. You still got your makeup range coming out. You got your single, your body of work. You got a mama who loves you. You are her pride.
Yeah.
You've got a whole lot of fans. I personally am a fan.
Thank you.
Of your work, how you carry yourself, and just how you have evolved. It is not easy, specifically in the genre of music you're in, doing what you do, having a voice. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. I can't wait to hear what you have to share. And just from myself and Previdar magazine, we're so grateful you came through for the cover and just to sit for this conversation. Like,
Appreciate it, sis.
world, watch out. You got everything.
Thank you. I appreciate you, sis. I love you so much. I appreciate you so much.
Love you.